welcome. Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to situate myself. I wanted to make a video that wasn't just a vlog because all I've been putting up is vlogs lately, and I have like 20 minutes to do it because once Jake's done with his meeting, we're going to the zoo because it's so nice out today. I'm gonna do my makeup really quick and chat with you guys about some of my favorite things ever that I use literally every day, or things I've just been like really loving. So the first step is this clip. Now this clip, my friends were making fun of me and they said that I got gypped, and if I did, please enlighten me because I didn't want to be gypped. I broke this clip actually, which wasn't the clip's fault, it was my fault. It was like under our reclining chair and it got smushed. But I fixed it and then I lost it for like a whole 2 weeks and then I found it. So we're doing great. This is the only clip that I found. They say it's an extra large clip for long thick hair and they mean it. This holds, I don't have a ton of hair and I just got a haircut, like, or a trim, so it's not like I have like so much hair. Okay, so let me backtrack. What was I saying about this clip? This is my life. I start a story and then I'm like, what was I saying? I love this clip. It is from Cove Essentials, K-O-V Essentials, and I found them on Instagram. It was an Instagram ad because I had been looking for a claw clip that would fit all my hair, and I'm kind of picky. I don't like when my hair, like, I don't like the way, okay, first of all, does anybody else hate that? So you put it back and then you twist it and then it twists up like that. All I do is I put a little hair tie in my ponytail, like as a ponytail, and then I clip up. So I don't like this look on me. My hair just doesn't do that. Some people have like hair that just falls right over like a perfect little waterfall, and that's just not me. And so I like it when I can wrap my hair around, up, down, and then I can even wrap it up again, and voila. See? The clip was $26. If there is a better solution, if there is a cheaper alternative, please let me know if you found one. But this one is just great. I think it's because the literal claw parts are like bigger, and so yeah. Also, these are my all-time favorite hoops ever. This is probably my 5th pair because they do kind of suck and they do kind of the gold like rubs off. But they're from Target. They're the perfect size. I love how they have like a little detail. You probably won't be able to see. They have like a little, like, I don't know. I wear hoops all the time, even if I'm just wearing like sweats. But I don't wear hoops without makeup though, because I feel like that's just extra. I have to do my makeup. So I'll also link these hoops because I wear them literally every day, and sometimes I lose them. I have like 3.5 pairs laying around the house because they're $7, I think, and yeah, I'm always either losing them or they're rubbing off, and I never want Target to stop selling them because I love them. Next thing that I'm loving is my Seint makeup. You guys probably saw me put some Seint makeup on before I gave birth. Yes, I did. My friend Brooke put me onto Seint makeup. She came over, she did my makeup. It looked amazing. Here, let me show you a picture. I need to be charging my phone. What am I doing? And then I need to start actually getting ready. Okay, let me hurry. Where is it? Where is it? She did it while I was still pregnant, like at the very end of my pregnancy, and made me look beautiful and made me feel beautiful. And so I was like, I need this because my makeup routine before has just been like so boring and I didn't like doing my makeup and it took a while. Here is a before and after of my makeup. I just felt so pretty, and I love how you can do like as little as you want or as much as you want. So right now you're literally gonna see me do it in like 5 minutes because that's all I have time for. Now that I'm getting old, I really feel like I need to be more into skincare because I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, my face, like, I don't know. I just feel like I do. But anyway, this lotion is from Ipsy and I like it. I don't know if it's great. It's for uneven skin tones. I don't know if I have that, but I'm using it because it was in my Ipsy bag. Your skin be dewy. Jake's gonna barge in here too any moment. And I'm just gonna be talking to myself. Probably gonna sweat, but I don't want to look like I'm dead. And so here are my colors. I just actually replaced this one after, I don't know how many months I've had it, probably 6 months now or 5 months. But anyway, here's my all over color. Then here's my highlight color, my bronzer, and then, or my contour, so like a dark shade. And this actually has coverage in it, so you don't put it like over these colors. You put it where you put contour, but it's not like you're layering makeup, if that makes sense. And then this is the bronzer, and it looks red, but it looks so pretty because I also am like just stepping into the blush world, and so I love that because it's like a very subtle blush, but it's more like bronzer. So I just literally put this wherever I have some redness, my all over color. So this one, I put it where I have like redness or dark circles or whatever. I'm so up and down about my freckles. I can't remember a time that I actually have loved them, but sometimes I want them to be like completely covered up. Sometimes I don't, but I don't like love them, if that makes sense. So now I'm gonna do my brightening one, which is this one, and I'll just put it under my eyes and like on the high points of my face. And it's like such a subtle difference, but at least I look a little put together. I feel like this is what really steps your makeup up, like takes it a step further and elevates your look, because like you could just be like, oh, I don't have redness or dark circles, but you put some bronzer on and you're like, whoa, like you're put together. And then with this reddish bronzer, I just put it on like where I would put blush. That's it. Then I'll do my eyebrows super quick, like super quick. I used to love doing my eyebrows. I have a YouTube video on how I do my eyebrows because I used to love doing my eyebrows, and people would literally ask me how I do them because they were so on fleek, as we used to say. And now the whole trend is bushy, not really on fleek brows. I'm still like stuck in that old phase where I'm just like, I want them to be like bold, but this is all I'll do now because I feel like this is a happy medium. This is my problem brow. Girls, we all have one. Mascara, I already told you guys about this mascara. It's my favorite. I don't know why it's so good for being like $3.99, but I'm gonna take it. What time is it? I'm surprised Jake, 2 minutes till Jake said he would be done. Asher's being so good playing with his trains out there. Told him he could watch one episode of Super Y, then he'd be done. My kids are both, well, the babies are sleeping. One's right there, can't see him, and then the other's in her room. They're gonna get all fueled up for the zoo. You guys, if you know me, you know I hate the zoo. I know this is a video about my favorite things, but my least favorite place to go, especially with my kids, is the zoo. I just don't like it. And our zoo, I feel like you have to do, like if you go one way, there's no escaping it. You have to finish this giant loop in order to exit the zoo. Okay, as far as makeup stuff, those are my favorite things. Let's get into the fun stuff. This guy, you've probably seen a Stanley cup somewhere. I didn't see the appeal because it's just like any other cup or tumbler situation that you can get anywhere else. But let me tell you, I've been converted to a Stanley lover because, first of all, look at this color. I love this color. This is in their recent launch. I grabbed this one and then a pink one for my sister. I really wanted the driftwood color, but they didn't restock that one. So when they do, maybe I'll get it. But my best friend Maddie, she got me a Stanley in like my other favorite color that I wear pretty often, like a dark green. This part fits into my cup holder. It holds 40 ounces, and I gotta have cold water all the time, and so it keeps my water cold. But I love how it has a handle. I love how it has a straw. I love how you could I just love it. I love it. So this is what I'm loving lately, and if you're lucky enough to snag one when they do a launch, because they go quick. This book, you guys. This book has been really popular in my church for like the past year, My pastors read it first, and then they recommended it, and then people in my church kept reading it and saying how good it was. Hi there, you.
Mom, I want to. What's that?
He's still in his meeting. Yeah, it's just like been the topic of conversation in our church for a while. I can get so caught up in the aspects of God, or the attributes of God, that are like, he is mighty and just and powerful and all-knowing, and like these really like intense things, which are all great. I love those things about God. Basically, this author takes the verse Matthew 11:28-30. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. This is like one of the only places in the Bible where Jesus tells us something about his own heart. He describes his heart as gentle and lowly. I would say this book does such a good job at reflecting on what it means for us that Jesus has a heart that is gentle and lowly, and how when we remind ourselves of that, how it can change our entire perspective on life and how we approach the throne of God. When we remember that we're sinners, like absolute wretched people that need a savior, we hesitate to come to God. I was in a season where I was constantly asking God for things. Like, I literally felt like this annoying, this is how I thought of it, like my boss. I've never really had a boss, but like I can imagine this is how I'd feel. Okay, or my dad, for instance. Like, growing up, I was terrified to ask my dad for things. Terrified. And like I would, at one time I wanted to go to a basketball game and I cried just thinking about having to ask my dad. And he said no. So I have that perspective of God, that like I'm so scared to ask him for anything, and when I do, he's gonna be like, no, like that was stupid of you to ask. And he would never ever do that. He actually like delights in our wanting him. He delights in our needing him. So of course he wants us to approach him with this confidence and this like, Dad, I need you. Like, I really need you. Can you do this for me? Can you help me with this thing? Can you give me wisdom or clarity on this thing? And so for a season, a couple months ago, it was when Isla's skin was really bad. Our like family situations were not great. Jake and I were going through like a rocky time in our marriage, and like I was just freshly postpartum, and I'm here like knocking on God's door and like just very like nervously asking him for these things. And then there's another thing. I'm like, oh Lord, would you save this person, or would you reconcile this relationship? And I would hold back those prayers because I'm just like, I don't feel like I should ask you yet another thing after like I have this list of things that I'm praying about, and I'm like, these are the things I'll pray about later because there's like too much on this list. And that is just such a lie, that there's too much, that I need too much from the Lord. He like, the only way he can work within us is if we desperately need him, is if we look at ourselves and strip ourselves down to, I can't do anything without Christ. That's when he can do that's when we give him all the power and we'll see him move in our lives. And so this book was just such a good reminder of like, he's gentle and lowly in heart. He is easy to approach. He delights in us coming to him and begging him, and we don't even have to beg, but simply asking him for things. There's such a good, I feel like I want to put this in the description because I want you guys to read it if you're watching this, but such a good description of what gentle means when it comes to Jesus and what lowly means. And just a few words that pop out to me. He's meek, he's humble, not trigger happy, not harsh, not reactionary, the most understanding person in the universe. The posture most natural to him is not a pointed finger but open arms. And just thinking about that, like, he literally lived a sinless life, died, and then rose again so that we could approach God the way he calls us to in the Bible. I don't know, if we don't realize the really privileged that we have to have a God who is so accessible and gentle and lowly in heart, then we're just missing out on the work that he can do through us and in us. And yeah, I could ramble on and on, but this has been great. This has been so good, and I can't wait to finish reading it. I don't think I have anything else that are my favorites right now. YouTube is probably one of them. I've been loving putting up vlogs. I want to do more sit-down videos. I'm already planning Isla's TSW journey video, which I feel like will be a hefty one because I want to talk about her journey, but I also want to talk about what I've learned going through TSW with her as her caretaker. So yeah, I'm excited for that one, but I also want to like do her story justice, and so it's like I feel like it's like weighing on me, like I need to do this, I need to do it right. Boys, off to the zoo.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done. Where are we going? Oh, okay.
Maybe we should wake up the babies.
You think so?
Because I need to be back in time.
Yeah, I don't think you know.
Have you eaten lunch yet? Do you want some lasagna?
No.
I'm gonna make some lasagna.
No.
Should I stop